Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Love and Lore podcast. Happy June, y'all. It is the first episode of June. And yeah, I'm really excited to record this one because I don't really get to talk about school. Or I haven't had an episode where I just fully talked about school. So I'm really excited about this one. And as I'm recording this, I'm actually taking the summer semester, and it's my first time doing summer semester. And honestly, it's okay. Like, I'm liking it. I actually really like my courses this semester, so that helps. And I wanted to take the summer semester because I wanted to experience the sun on campus, and I've never taken it before, so it's a new experience. And I feel like, I need to just have one summer semester experience in my uni career, like it has to be checked off my bucket list. Right. So yeah, I'm in school right now. So hopefully this month won't get too hectic so I can post as much as possible, but I will try my best. Since I'm in school, I honestly wanted to talk about school for at least one episode for this month. So in this episode, I will be talking about what it's actually like to be a psychology major. And I wish that someone would have told me this when I was applying to uni because I did not know what I was doing. Let's be real. I literally did not do my research until I got into university, which is really weird, but I just didn't want to do my research. I just wanted to like flow into the moment, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I genuinely wish that I had someone to tell me this when I was applying. So, hopefully if you are applying into university and you are thinking of psychology or debating about it, or even if you're not in high school or whatever, just I hope this helps anyone that wants to get into psychology. So, first of all, I am a psychology major and I'm in my third year. So, I'm almost done, but honestly, I'm not going to finish in 4 years, let's be real. Because I've been taking like 3 courses per semester. I've been really taking my time with it, which I think is super important. So, yeah, that's a bit of background. Let's talk about, first of all, why I chose psychology. Okay, so when I was in grade 12, it was time to do uni applications, and I think I ultimately chose psychology because I really liked the social aspect of it and the sciences aspect of it. It's a social science, right? It's like arts and social science, at least that's what they call it in my school. That's the faculty that psych is under. And yeah, I really like learning about people. I like learning about the brain because I know that psychology they have lots of courses that have to do with the brain, and neuroscience is really interesting to me, and it's very applicable. I didn't know this at the time, but it's very applicable to basically any field, and I thought that would be great. Like very flexible. I can really just cater my interest towards whatever I want to get into with taking psych. So yeah, I was like, let's do it. But I didn't know this at the time, but I was just like, I like that you can write a lot in it, you can take cute notes, you can learn about the brain, and you can learn about people. And honestly, that's what I was thinking. And when I was doing those career surveys at school that they make you do, some like psychology was the field that always kept coming up. So, I just kind of followed that, and lo and behold, I took psychology. Just like the fact that you can write a lot in it, you can read a lot in it, and learn about people and the brain. That's basically why I chose it. And yes, I did know that there was some stigma behind psychology. A lot of people say that it's the major that people choose if they don't know what they want to do with their lives, which is real. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So, yeah, also people say like it's a useless degree, like you don't even get to have a lot of job opportunities only with a bachelor's. You need your master's and you need your whatever to like actually find a good job in it. And yeah, I did know all of that, guys, but I did not want to do any more research into it because I was just scared. Like, I didn't know what else to do, so I didn't want to look into it and like make myself even more scared. So I was like, let's just see what happens. And honestly, in my mind, I was like, you know what? I can just minor in psychology. I can just use psych as like the thing, and then have another interesting niche with it, like attached to it. I didn't want psych to be just like the bachelor itself. Like I wanted to accompany something else with it. So that was also something I was thinking of. But honestly, like it felt the most right to me. So I just ended up doing it. And yeah, now we're here. So, like I said, I didn't do much research into psych until I got into school, which is really funny. And yeah, the moment I sat in my first lecture, no, it's like 100 lecture. It was such a big lecture hall. There were so many people, and yeah, the moment I sat Or like no, the moment the prof started speaking and started talking about the first few basic concepts, I was like, no way, I think I messed up. I should have gotten into sciences or something. Like this is so boring. This is so common sense. Like what did I do with my life? I made such a big mistake. And yeah, I was like, dang it, I should have taken sciences. Like I should have gone into nursing or something because this is so boring. Like this is so boring. Like what am I doing here? Like I know this stuff. Like yeah, just in my first semester, honestly, it was really isolating because of that. It's like why am I learning this? And I just remember being like, damn. And now I know why people say psych is useless. And then I remember this is kind of what made me start researching more into psychology. And then I realized how, like, I get not tricky, but how broad of a field it is. And just finally understanding what people were saying about it. And honestly, I don't regret my decision. I don't regret it at all. I'll get more into that later. But yeah, like, it kind of woke me up a bit and I just wanted to switch and go into sciences or something or just something else because I was like this is literally so boring and I just also felt really embarrassed. I just felt like I just wasted so much money and I was already thinking of what am I going to take for my next semester, like what course am I going to switch majors, like what am I going to do. Ultimately, I ended up choosing psych courses again. Actually, no, I didn't really take psych courses again, but I still had psych in my mind, even though I wanted to switch out of it. I just like kept going with psych. And moving forward on after first semester, I probably mentally switched careers like 5 times at least. I was thinking of doing design, I was thinking of doing sciences or crim or communications, like just anything other, like get me out of here. I was like, get me out of here. And yeah, second semester I tried to broaden up my options a bit, take more electives. But ultimately, like no matter what happened, no matter what I chose, I ultimately kept going back to psych because it just felt the most me. And maybe it's just because I am kind of stuck with it, like it's my major, like I'm going to stick with it. But also, I just really felt like it was the most me. Like, I don't see myself as a sciences major. I don't see myself as anything else. It just stuck with me the most. And it kind of is the same reason why I applied for it in high school. Like, I love learning about socials and sciences, and I love learning about the brain, and I love learning about people. And yeah, it just kept sticking with me. Like, it kept following me around, right? So, yeah, but I will say I did mentally switch my careers like 500,000 times in my first and second years. Like it was literally crazy. I felt like I was going insane. And it was stressful, but I also really enjoyed the process. I really enjoyed being curious and trying out new things. And yeah, ultimately still stuck to psych, still am. And yeah, that's that's more background of my first and second years of taking psych. I think the best part about psychology that not a lot of people talk about, or at least it's just an underrated perk, is that you can apply it to basically any field. Like everyone needs to know a little bit of how to work with people. I think that's a very important skill. Like you can apply to basically anything, like business, education, retail, marketing, politics, sciences, literally anything. Like you need to know how to communicate with people and you need to know how the world works. And I feel like just having psych in the back of your resume is also just a nice plus one, like, period. Like I know how to talk to people. Yeah, it's just so interdisciplinary. You can do so much things with it. But that's also a problem. Like it's a double-edged sword. And yeah, the fact that you have so many options, it's like, what do you do? Because it is true, like a bachelor is only going to get you so far. So really honing in on what you want to study and what you want to actually pursue is very important. But yeah, anyways, going back to that, it is such a great thing about psych is, having all these different options. And I just really stuck with that and I used it to my advantage. Like I tried I think I've done pretty much every 200 level course you could think of. I've done cognitive psych, I've done psych and law, I've done currently I'm in like an abnormal psych course, which is pretty cool. You get to learn about disorders and stuff. Also did neuropsych. I did biopsychology last semester and I loved it so much. My prof was absolutely amazing. And I've taken I think I said that. Social psychology, developmental psychology, like all the 200 levels you can think of. And you only need to take two, I'm pretty sure, but I ended up taking all of them just because I didn't know what I wanted to specialize in. And yeah, I don't regret it. I really loved everything I learned, and I think it's very applicable no matter what field you go into. And then, yeah, you got to take your stats courses as well. I took my stats early on and got them over with, and they were honestly not that bad. It's not as intense as like statistics. It's more like psychology statistics. I don't know if there's any difference there, but the fact that I was taking stats with a bunch of psych majors who are also scared of stats, I think it really comforted me. And even the prof was like, my stats prof was like, I know you guys don't like math, but it's okay. Like, he gets it. I think once you really know what you want to specialize in for psych, it becomes so much more fun. I'm pretty sure I know what I want to do now, and I honestly love what I'm learning. I am obsessed with what I'm learning. I would not want it any other way, guys. I genuinely love what I'm learning right now, and I'm just so thankful. I'm so grateful that I stuck to this path, and it's just so me. Like, I don't see myself in any other field. I don't see myself studying anything else. Like, this is literally my thing. Like, I love this so much. And earlier, I also said that I'm going to take psych and do it with something else. That also is the plan. I don't think I want to say it on here because I don't want to like change my mind and then it's going to be really embarrassing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what I want to do. So yeah, once I graduate with my psych bachelor's, I am planning on adding a little something after that. Okay, so that's the plan right now. But yeah, once you really know what you want to do, it gets so much better. It gets so much more fun. And if you don't know what you want to do and you're like probably in your second or third or fourth year, it's fine as well. Like, you still have so much time. And again, psych is so interdisciplinary. You can literally go to so many fields with it. And I guess if you are stuck and don't know what to do, I would say just network and try to find people in different fields that you are genuinely interested in, and just talk to people in the field, talk to your profs, talk to counselors, talk to people that on, I don't know, like on Reddit or something. Just find people that genuinely do things that interest you in the field of psychology. So I guess this episode, since it's called What It's Actually Like to Be a Psych Major, I haven't really touched on what it's actually like yet, like homework wise, scheduling wise, classes wise. I know it's different for every school. Um, but for my school at least, I really like the faculty. I love the profs. I've only really had like one or two bad profs. It really depends. So I can't really speak on behalf of everyone, but I think they're pretty chill. Also, it depends on your interest level, like what you're interested in. So this is literally from my brain. Like, this is what I think. So I genuinely thought my first year courses were boring. Like, literally, like, what am I, why am I learning this? But it does get better once you get your your first level prereqs and your stats out of the way. It gets so much better. And yeah, I wish someone would have told me that because I was literally like, I felt so isolated. Like, I remember, like, in my first month, I remember like going home on the bus. It was nighttime. I was literally contemplating my life choices. So yeah, I'm telling you guys, it does get better. The first year courses are very common sense, but it makes sense. Like, you have to take those, and they're easy. They're really really easy. So yeah, also use that to your advantage. So yeah, like in your first year courses, you get to learn about your basic people. You get to learn about your Freud, your B.F. Skinner, your John Watson, your little Alberts, your Milgram studies, your whatever, your psychodynamic, psychoanalysis, behavioral interventions, like all that stuff. So yeah, very basics, like probably just high school psychology stuff. And then in my school, you have to also do some research participation, so you get to really um, see what it's like to be in a research study for credit. And then when it comes to workload and homework and study hours and all that stuff, I will say, as someone who loves studying and loves learning, my first level psych courses, they're very very manageable. I think I honestly studied more than I needed to, but that's okay, like, period. But yeah, it was pretty easy. When it came to my stats courses, these were a bit trickier, but again, like I said, everyone in your class was probably feeling as scared as you are because it's stats and y'all are psych majors. Like, you chose psych not to do math, and here you are doing statistics. But I think just the fact that everyone is terrified made me super comfortable. And my prof knew we were all super scared, so that also made us feel really safe and really comfortable. Just definitely try your hardest or try your best when it comes to the stats courses. And once you get those out of the way, you are good to go, girl. You are good to go. Like, I passed those classes with great grades, honestly. I think it's definitely the prof. I owe it all to him. He was amazing. And yeah, just the challenge of stats probably made me work a bit harder as well. So yeah, those are your stats. You get to learn about like standard deviation, you get to learn about rejecting the null hypothesis. We learned about like honestly Z scores were a thing. Also, I don't really remember everything I learned, but yeah, just very basic statistic stuff. Anyone can do it. Like if I can do it, guys, you can do it. And I hate math. Yeah, it was pretty manageable. And then after that, I took a lot of, as I said, 200 level classes. So these are very broad. So again, I took social psych, developmental psych, biopsych, cognitive psych, law and psychology, all super super interesting. And then yeah, I'm currently taking an abnormal psychology course, so disabilities and stuff. So yeah, honestly, I think my favorite out of all of those would probably be my biopsych. I genuinely loved that course. I think I've mentioned it a lot in my podcast, but yeah, I genuinely enjoyed that class, and my prof was so good. My prof was so good, but he's not teaching anymore at my school, and it's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah, like I genuinely enjoyed that class so much. I literally considered going into like nursing because of that course. Like I genuinely wanted to do something clinical. Um, and who knows, maybe I might do something clinical, but I don't know. But it genuinely, I loved that course so much. I'm sorry, guys, I have to say. But yeah, and then I also really enjoyed my other ones like my developmental psych. Um, if you're leaning more towards the developmental route and learning about children or maybe education, that would be a really good one for you. And then the law and psychology one was also really really interesting. Like honestly, during that course I was like, wait, maybe I should do law. Like maybe I should work in the criminology field. Like I was even considering switching to crim because of that course. I think my mind just switches really fast. But yeah, that was really cool. I got to learn about like the legal system. And guys, I'm not good with my criminal justice terms. I do not know what I'm saying, but yeah, you get to learn about like the criminal system and how like trials work in court and the jury, and you get to learn about how people who commit crimes, how they think and why they do the things that they do. Really really interesting course. Yeah, I think I really liked every course. I think the only one I didn't really like was the cognitive psychology. I don't know, I think that one, okay, that one you learned about perception and um I don't know. I just didn't really enjoy that course, but honestly, a great course either way. I think it was very much needed for my growth and for where I'm at now. So, yeah, and just taking as much as I could, I think I got to narrow down my options. But then also, again, like I only needed to take two of all these. It's okay because I really got to narrow down my interests. And yeah, I definitely am leaning more towards the developmental field, but also I really did enjoy the clinical, like biopsych field. So maybe a little bit of both moving forward. I'll just take like some developmental and then, or mostly developmental, and then some sciencey neuroscience stuff. But yeah, as of right now, I think I can tell you guys what I'm taking. As I said, I'm taking the disorders one, the abnormal psychology. So here we get to learn about different disorders and their symptoms, and you get to learn about the DSM-5. And then I'm also taking this sleep one, biological rhythms and sleep. It's very science heavy. I took this because it was like a course that opened up after my biopsych one, so I was like, yes, I'm taking this. And yeah, it's a pretty interesting course as well. And then I'm also taking a required writing course, and then that's my workload for this semester. The writing course is 4 credits, so it is a pretty heavy one, but honestly, I'm enjoying it so far. And yeah, honestly, I really love what I'm learning. I genuinely do like what I'm learning. But yeah, it goes to show like no matter what people say, no matter how many people talk down on what you're studying, as long as you like it, then who cares about what they say? Like honestly, no one cares. Like at the end of the day, they're studying their own stuff and you're studying your own stuff. So worry about you, don't worry about them. Like we're all gonna have a job in the end, so it doesn't matter. And I think the stigma really did get to me because I was genuinely thinking of switching to nursing or sciences, and mainly it was because I just was so embarrassed to be a psych major. Like whenever people would ask me what I study and I say psychology, I'm like, oh, that's so embarrassing. But girl, why is that embarrassing? Like that's so cool. And I will say I did compare myself quite a bit to my family and my friends who study other fields, and yeah, it definitely did get to me. I hate that psychology has such a bad rap, but again, who cares? Like, we're all gonna get a job, guys. Like, it's not that deep. And then when it comes to the whole like getting a job after just a bachelor's and not having much options, I will say like the actual psychology titles like therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, clinical psychologist, all those like really big girl titles, you do need to take like your master's and your PhD or whatever you call it, or you need to go to med school if you want to be a psychiatrist, I think. So yeah, definitely know what you want to do. And there are programs for whatever you want to get into, so you always have your options open. And when it comes to like just psych bachelor's jobs, I'm pretty sure there's many, many out there. Girl, there's probably so many out there. Like I don't even know all of them, but you can do so much with just a bachelor's, I'm pretty sure. And you can do a lot of bachelor's things and not even be in a psychology quote unquote job. I'm pretty sure you can have a bachelor's in psych and work in like marketing or business, or maybe you can find something on Indeed. I don't know, like, but also a big part of it is probably networking and just like if you're lucky enough, if you have someone in your family working in that kind of field in psychology with a bachelor's, then reach out to them. And yeah, honestly, there's just so much you can do. And just look online. There's a lot. There is a lot. You don't need to worry. And then as for me, after my bachelor's, I do think I'm going to further do some further studying. And honestly, I'm really excited for it. And I just think it's just everything just worked out. I hope so. Like I really hope everything works out. But yeah, honestly, I'm just glad that I stuck to my psych roots. I really, really did want to switch. I really, really like it's not even funny. But yeah, I just kept pushing through with the classes and seeing what I liked and didn't like. And honestly, the elective courses helped as well. Take your electives and just use your electives to figure out what you want if you don't know what to do. Like I said, I'm still in my third year, so I don't know much about what the 400 level courses are like. We have directed studies, and I'm pretty sure those are just courses that you can direct your studying, period. Like you can just focus in on what you want to do genuinely. And yeah, and then going back to the workload, again, I cannot speak for everyone here, but it definitely is not the hardest degree out there. It definitely is not. But again, it really depends on how you study and who you are and your workload and how busy you are in life. But for me personally, it definitely is not super, super difficult. Maybe I just enjoy it, but yeah, I will say you do have to write. It is a psych course, it is an arts course. You do have to do some writing and you do have to do some reading. I think I've done more reading though than writing. But again, it depends on the courses you take and it depends on the prof and depends on the class. But yeah, expect reading and writing and also expect your APA citation styles and really know how to write a research paper and how to read a research paper and be prepared to read lots of articles. And knowing your independent and dependent variables is pretty important. Know your reliability and validity. Know your theorists and if you want to go into neuropsych or biopsychology in the brain, know your lobes. And yeah, like once you have those basics down, which honestly you learn in your first year courses, once you have those basics down, you are pretty much good to go for the rest of your psych degree. Like you got it. And then when it comes to the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences itself and the psychology program and the department and the staff and the resources and the students and the TAs and the counselors, I have not had one major like bad experience with any of them yet. I love the community here, and maybe that's just because I'm a psych major, but when I see a fellow psych girly on campus, I'm like, hey girl, like let's be friends. Like we just click so well all the time. And I love it. I genuinely do enjoy it. And then for my psych advisor, if she, I don't know if she happens to be listening to this, but I have gone to her multiple times wanting to switch careers, wanting to ask her about getting into different programs because I just wanted to get out of psych so bad. She's helped me figure out all of that, and I'm still here in psych. And yeah, she's been amazing as well. My TAs have been great. Staff have been great. Honestly, really good department. And I think Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences is just a huge faculty in general in my school. And there's lots of opportunities for us. There's so many events you can go to, so many insightful workshops and sessions and things you can do. And but yeah, I really do think this major was meant for me. I don't see myself in any other degree. And yeah, that is what it's like to be a psych major, or at least for someone who is in their third year. And yeah, honestly, I've gone through a lot with this, like wanting to switch so many times, but ultimately choosing this degree. And I don't regret any of the choices I've made leading up to this point. And again, there is so much stigma behind this degree, and there shouldn't be. I think it's such a cool degree to have, and for the people who are discouraged by anyone who says it's useless or whatever, just do what you want. Just do it. Like you're gonna make it out either way. And as long as you enjoy what you're learning and you try your best, that's all that you could ever need. And yeah, I know it's summertime and a lot of high schoolers have graduated already. Um, if you chose psych and are scared and don't know what you're gonna do after, don't worry, girl. I was literally in your position and I'm here and I love what I'm doing. So literally don't worry, there's so much you can do and you can always switch, you can literally always switch, and at the end of the day we're all going to get a job and that's all that matters. And for anyone who is discouraged by people who talk down on psych, literally don't listen to them, like just do what you want at the end of the day and that's all that matters. I will say though, it is very important to be practical still, always have your plan A, your plan B, and plan C and whatever, and know what you want to get into and try to narrow down your interests by your third, fourth years at most. And yeah, I think it just comes naturally. Like you get to experience new things as you grow as a uni student, and you'll eventually find what you want to do. But and yeah, that's all I have to say for this one. This was a fun one, and I really hope this helped someone out there. And again, I wish someone would have told me this when I first started out. And like I said, I could still change my degree, I could still change my course, I can still change whatever I want to do whenever I want to, but I think I'm pretty happy with where I am at right now, and I wouldn't change any of the choices I made leading up to this point. So, yeah, thanks guys for listening to this episode. If you're also taking the summer semester, good luck to you. We are going to do amazing. We're going to be glowing and studying in the sun, and yeah, we're going to get this degree. So, yeah, thanks guys for listening. I hope this helped. I will see you guys in the next episode.